The Chandler Gilbert men's soccer team early season gauntlet of a schedule continues tonight. They welcome in the 5th-ranked Pima Aztecs, a squad that's got national championship aspirations under veteran coach David Cosgrove. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Pequeno. So glad you can join us on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network right here on the campus of Chandler Gilbert off the 202 off Pecos Road in the East Valley. Well, for the Coyotes, they came out of the gates and gave it all they got. They left nothing in the tank, taking 14th-ranked Mesa all the way to the very end, just coming up short 2-1. Coyotes got great goaltending from Noah Plumber, who was simply spectacular, and Shane Ellett scored the team's first goal. So some positives, and there were some fresh faces that brought their A games as well, but moral victories at this point are just not good enough for this Coyotes team that's trying to make an impact and become one of the best teams in this area. And, of course, when you talk about best teams in the area, of course, they're competing against nationally ranked Pima, Phoenix College, Mesa. Of course, Glendale's got a good squad as well. So Chandler Gilbert's trying to work its way up. So moral victories is just not good enough. Now, tonight they take on the 5th-ranked Aztecs, who opened up with a 4-1 victory at Scottsdale. Ismael Ruiz, a returning starter and great player, had 2 goals in the victory. Aztecs were so dominant in that one, they outshot the Artichokes 15-2. So Pima, kind of talk about them having national championship aspirations. They returned 13 players from last year's team, including their top 4 scorers, Jose Luis Martin Montalegre, Ruiz, Nico Valenzuela, and Brandon Sanchez. Goalkeeper Jose Carlos Ortiz also returns. Now, Montalegre and Sanchez will not be playing tonight due to injuries, but with the Aztecs, Coach Cosgrove said that his starting 11, rock solid, but he's going to find out if his back end of his roster can really provide the depth and skill needed to be a force, not just in the conference, but nationally as well. Coyotes know they have to be better offensively. In the pitch against Mesa, they jumped out to the early lead. Caillou Cavince with the great pass to Shane Ellett, who knocked it home, and then after that, that was essentially it. Not a lot to talk about offensively. Starting lineup for the Coyotes: number 1, Noah Plumber between the pipes. Number 3, Gennaro Morghese from Italy, center back. Number 8, Mikhail Falkenstrom, center attacking mid. Number 9, Shane Ellett, striker, freshman. Number 10, Shane Nesbitt, striker, a sophomore. Number 11, sophomore, Caillou Cavince, sophomore forward. Number 13, Anders Melberg, freshman, center mid. Number 17, Isaiah Ramirez, center attacking mid, a freshman. Number 21, Luca Stefanato, freshman, left back, also one of the fresh European faces brought in. Returning sophomore, number 23, Marcos Chavez. And number 30, Nasir Grimero, freshman left back, who also played a spectacular first pitch. Of course, that game was, that opener for the Coyotes was marred by Mother Nature, an hour-and-a-half lightning delay. So we started that night at 6. We had the lightning delay. The team finally got back on the turf at 8:49, finished up about 9:15, and the women's game started immediately after. And then it was essentially the women went right at Mesa and lost a heartbreaker 1-0. Of course, the Coyotes, led by head coach Zach Kampf, Hector Brasino really putting his mark on this program. Associate head coach Bryce Johnson, head of recruitment, and Jeff Escobar, head of game day operations. Pima coach David Cosgrove, what can you say? His team, he played at Pima ages ago and was hoping to win a national championship there as a player, but now he's done it twice as a coach in 2018 and 2021, and needs to say he's got the players potentially to win the national championship this year, but it's early in the season, early in the process, and he talked about how tough this conference is, and that's going to be a sheer battle just to get through this conference and then finally get to the postseason tournament. His assistant coach, Luis Gonzalez, coached at South Point Catholic. Gabe Mendoza, part of the 2018 national championship team, and Nils Roth was the goalkeeper for the 2018 National Junior College Division I national championships. So a lot of connections for this Pima team and this coaching staff, alumni, and people that have bled the Aztec colors, and here they are now coaching. Pima starting lineup, number 1, Jose Carlos Ortiz, the goalkeeper, sophomore. Number 2, Dunyan Ko, a defender, sophomore. Number 5, DeAndre Pickett, sophomore defender. So you're getting the theme here. A lot of returning players, a lot of players that have got the game day experience, and that gives the Aztecs so many advantages, not just at home, but of course whenever they travel. Number 9, Jose Castaneda, midfielder, a freshman, getting an opportunity today. Number 12, Ismael Ruiz, midfielder, a forward, sophomore. Of course, we'll talk about Ruiz and how special of a year he had last season, and we'll talk about the numbers of Pima and just how talented their top 4 starters are. Number 13, Mateo Soto, sophomore defender. Number 14, Misil Montilla, sophomore midfielder. Number 15, Jacob Lund Iverson, sophomore midfielder. Number 19, Frank Castro, sophomore midfielder. And number 21, Sebastian Guzman, freshman midfielder. So when we talk about this Pima team that comes in, now Jose Luis Martin Montalegre and Brandon Sanchez are both not playing tonight. They both have injuries, but Montalegre led this team with 12 goals last year. Then it was Ruiz with 9 goals, Valenzuela with 7, Brandon Sanchez, All-American as a freshman, with 7. And then on the back end, they have so many talented defensive players. So it really gives this team the opportunity to make a deep run, not just in the conference. Of course, they're going to have to get through Chandler Gilbert, Mesa, Glendale, Phoenix College as well. So a lot to be said, and that statements are going to be made ultimately on the turf. Your refs tonight, AR1, Julian Boyson. Your AR2 is Ashton Ching, and your center ref is Noah Kinwani. And we are about to get this one going. So glad you can join us live from Chandler Gilbert. Weather, high 90s, and the sun. We have the most beautiful picture, perfect vision view of the sun that just beams right in our face. So in about an hour and a half, when the sun starts setting, it'll be more appealing for us as broadcasters to actually see the field accordingly. In the meantime, you grind through. That's what you got to do. You put your big boy pants on and you get things done. So Bryce Johnson, head of recruitment, right to my left. He'll join us at half to give us kind of a breakdown of what has transpired in the first 45 minutes. And, of course, Chandler Gilbert in the home white and teal, and the Aztecs in the attacking gray and orange. And early on, Falkenstrom, the young man out of Denmark who the Coyotes have a lot of high hopes for, but I think the young man, after the first match, the first pitch against Mesa, I think he's kind of understanding the physicality of this conference and what's going to be needed to actually make an impact. Other side, Aztecs, point blank. How about that? Plumber denied the Aztecs early, and another shot on goal. So the Aztecs coming out and showing their firepower immediately. 2 quality shots on goal. Ismael Ruiz in on the action, as well as DeAndre Pickett. So it's going to be a corner opportunity, and early on, Pima laying the foundation for this one, coming out strong. Corner kick, and that one goes long and wide, much to the good fortune of Chandler Gilbert, who took the initial blow. And we talk about Plumber between the pipes. He was so outstanding against Mesa, just making one save after another, and we saw it. He got the point-blank rocket from Ismael Ruiz and denied him. And the Aztecs understand that they're looking at one of the elite goaltenders in the in the conference. So another corner opportunity for Pima. They already have a couple shots on goal. Eyeing and setting this one up, and this is right in front and just off to the side. So Pima would, early on, 3 shots on goal. So Chandler Gilbert really has to start inserting himself into this one offensive. They have to impose their will and start making things happen and make Jose Carlos Ortiz between the pipes. Make him work, make him sweat a little bit. The Coyotes lacked that on Saturday night. Landon Johnson, the goalkeeper for Mesa, really didn't face much duress in the course of the contest. And they work the leather back down to Plumber. Plumber tries to set it up, and it's, needs to say, call goes against the Aztecs. 3 minutes into this one. Number 5, Pima, a team that brings a load of talent. And Chandler Gilbert trying to become one of the better teams in the conference. Got an offsides call against Chandler Gilbert. So last year, Pima, another great season, 13-3-1 overall, 9-2 in league. They lost to Phoenix College in the Region 1 finals, 1-1 on penalty kicks, 4-3. Last year, they scored 63 goals, averaged almost 4 a game, 11 shots per game, shot percentage of .333, and gave up less than a goal a game. In Pool D of the national tournament, they beat Rock Valley College 5-1 and lost to Iowa Lakes 3-0. So the urgency from the Chandler Gilbert coaching staff, as Shane Nesbitt battling on the sidelines. Last time they met, late September last year, Aztecs won 6-0. Hat trick from Jose Luis Martin Montalegre. Now he's not playing, he's nursing an injury, which gives other players in the gray and orange a chance to step up and make things happen. Pooch down the field, Aztecs trying to keep it alive. The cross, and knocked away. Last second, Nasir Gramero on the good play. Right now the Aztecs are getting deep into the box, and they are really controlling the tempo offensively. Hector Brasino and Bryce Johnson, recruiting coordinator of the team, talking to the young men. And that corner is long. So Pima now with 3 corner kicks in the first 5 minutes. The lovely Bridget Kruk from the softball team is on hand. Maybe we can get a word from her at halftime. She can kind of give us her insights on the softball team. That's hard at work. Now, for all you viewers out there, it's just not about the season. These young athletes are training as soon as they step on campus. The expectations of being a collegiate athlete means demands and responsibilities and accountabilities, not just in the classroom. And that's where it all starts. You can't play if you don't make the grades, but physically as well. Aztecs showing the skill set. Working the ball methodically up the field. Marco Chavez with a good block. Aztecs working across. Plumber trying to track it down. And does just that. 5 minutes plus into this first half. Other action around the league tonight. South Mountains at Glendale Community College. Pima, of course, right here. Gateway is at Mesa. Brian Ronan and the Thunderbirds, after knocking off the Coyotes in a highly contested contest, taking on Gateway. Landon Johnson, their goalkeeper, is actually the son of the Gateway coach. Interesting aspect right there. Early in the season, look at the records from last year, how the conference finished up. Arizona Western was 9-0-2, Phoenix College 9-1-2, Pima 9-2, Yavapai 7-4, Mesa 5-1-5, Glendale 6-5-1, Eastern 5-5-1, Scottsdale 4-5-2, PV 2-8-1, Chandler Gilbert 1-8-2, and South Mountain 1-9-1 with Gateway 0-10-1. Chandler Gilbert trying to make some noise coming out of the box. Coming a long way was their goalkeeper, Jose Carlos Ortiz. Battle on the sidelines ensuing. Chandler Gilbert working the ball up the field, giving chase. Shane Ellett, and this one's knocked away. So a good possession on the pooch down the field, and Ellett, Shane Nesbitt. Whistle blows, and now things will start back up as Caillou Cavince will throw it in. Caillou, a sophomore who spent a lot of time pumping the weight in the offseason. Coaching staff said, we expect you to be bigger, stronger, and he's put the time in. He's eaten steel in the offseason, and he's eaten his share of protein powder. So he's probably put about 10 to 15 pounds of muscle on, and good for him. Well-spoken young man, cares about the program, wants to see this program turn and go in the right direction. Sidelines, good defense by the Coyotes, 2-on-1 situation. Now last year when these squads met, Aztecs scored 6 first-half goals. Coach Cosgrove said it was probably one of the best offensive performances of his team in the season. So right now, the Coyotes are doing a really nice job as Plumber tracks that one down as the shot goes wide. Aztecs so far controlling the flow of the game. 3 corners, 3 shots on goal. Coyotes have yet to really put the pressure on Jose Carlos Ortiz from Nogales. A young man, 19 years old, really still learning how to play the position, and Coach Cosgrove expects more from him this season. Falkenstrom, now it's worked on the back end from the Aztecs and coming up and trying to put some pressure on Shane Ellett. And that's going to be knocked away. Good side-out situation for the Coyotes. Ellett pushing the pace, outworked everyone, and that's what it takes. And all started with the good hustle play by Andy Melsberg, really enforcing his will, and that's a good sign for the Coyotes. The first time in this one, Jose Carlos Ortiz has had to get dirty. All about putting pressure on. 11 minutes has gone by in this first frame. We're scoreless from Chandler Gilbert. Mother Nature beaming the heat, and that's what she does this time of year. Coyotes, 3 bodies working the offensive attacker. Mateo Soto. And now it won't be Soto. Instead, it'll be DeAndre Pickett from the corner. Pickett, a sophomore from Suarita, went to Tucson Magnet High School, throwing it in. Right in front of the net. That's knocked away. Brief second. Nesbitt trying to track it down, as well as Falkenstrom. Falkenstrom in a battle. Aztecs winning that one. Call the foul against the Coyotes. But still, that's what the Coyotes need of Falkenstrom. Need him to impose his will. Mateo Soto, left side. Soto, cross. Coyotes, Falkenstrom taken away for a brief second. Aztecs get it back. Gomero with the header. Work to that upper quadrant of the field. Across the way. Falkenstrom giving chase. DeAndre Pickett with Shane Ellett working him. Good work by Pickett on the crossover, and Pickett bites the dust. They'll call it against Melsberg, and that was close. Very close call right there. Coming down to 32 minutes left in this first half. Coyotes seeing the Aztecs in attack formation throughout. Frank Castro, sophomore midfielder from Prescott, will let it rip. Swings outside, little header just to the right of Plumber. So another good look by the Aztecs. And fortunately for the Coyotes, this one remains scoreless. Noah Plummer, a fiery sophomore. Make that a fiery freshman. Played his high school ball at Perry High. An elite goaltender. He was every which way spectacular in the 2-1 loss against Mesa. Gave the team every opportunity to stay alive in that one. One of the league leaders in saves after the first game. Coyotes will need him to play big as they try to find their offense. And that was the key last year. Team at times so good defensively. Aztecs, a little crossing pass, header, off the mark. Ruiz was in front. Looked like he might be able to have the angle and give Plummer a little more pressure. Instead, it went the other way. Falkenstrom. And that shot goes wide. Frank Castro hearing it from his coach. And with David Cosgrove, message is pretty simple. Get everyone involved, everyone gets touches, get the best shot off the best look. That time, Cosgrove all over Castro as he felt Castro just took it upon himself to not stay in the flow of the offense. Gomero takes a tumble. Going over the top of Jacob Lund-Iverson. It's good to see Hector Brasino, the assistant coach of the Coyotes, so passionate about this program. As well as recruiting coordinator Bryce Johnson. They want to see this thing turned around. So far, defensively, this team has done a tremendous job. Working it up, slowly but surely. Taken away, midfield. Jacob Lund-Iverson. And a tumble right there. And that's going to be a yellow card. And that yellow card is going to be called against Isaiah Ramirez. And that's his first. And that's the kind of physicality we're seeing early in this one. So that yellow card comes at about 29 minutes. And the unstoppable force that is Russ Luce is now on campus. The AD who wears many hats. Some big, some small, and sometimes they fit, sometimes they don't, but he makes it work. 0-0 ball game. Coyotes have watched the Aztecs control the tempo offensively. Shots on goal, Pima 3, Phoenix College nothing. Corner opportunities, Pima with 3. Also a throw-in opportunity as well. Foul call, and Marco Chavez works it to Gennaro Morghese. Young man from Italy. Played an outstanding first pitch in the loss against Mesa. Aggressive, hungry. Really gave the opposing forwards and strikers very little room to operate. And that was key in the first pitch. Shane Nesbitt coming strong at Pickett. Pickett coming up the field. Nesbitt. Left side. Little physicality. And bumping bodies and hitting the turf was Ruiz. Talk about Ruiz and the year he had last year. Second leading scorer on the team with 9 goals, 23 total points. A force. Shane Nesbitt. Ellett with an opportunity. Ellett, goaltender out of reach, and Ellett knocks it home! And the Coyotes are on the board first. The pooch down the field, and Shane Ellett, his second goal of the year. And the Coyotes have grabbed a 1-0 lead over the 5th-ranked Aztecs. A simple pooch down the field. Ellett put the Jets on. He caught the goaltender, Jose Carlos Ortiz, out of position. And the Coyotes, just as they did against Mesa, grabbed the early 1-0 lead. Shane Ellett, point blank, bangs it home. And the Coyotes that were looking for their first shot on goal, it's the one that counts. Now grabbing the 1-0 lead. Now the Aztecs going back to work. And the Coyotes with that burst of energy. And in the contest, Indra Korja, number 29, who was all over the field on Saturday night.
Good to have you here.
All kinds of bumps, all kinds of bruises, but here he is, loud and proud. He's not missing the pitch. Aztecs. Good hustle in that corner. Really working it defensively. So DeAndre Pickett, who's been very active in this first half. A throw-in opportunity as the Coyotes pack the box. Pickett from Tucson Magnet High School. Good throw-in, and Noah Plumber getting up strong. Noah Plumber. Plumber. Nesbitt. And Nesbitt with a tackle on the sidelines. And now some words being exchanged as Frank Castro got taken down by Nesbitt. Aztecs. Castro, left side. Convince right in front of him. They knock it down that left side. Giving chase is Ruiz. Ruiz. And Ruiz hits the turf. Now, Aztecs. David Cosgrove talking about the Coyotes and the physicality, trying to draw the refs' attention. Right now, Cosgrove not happy with the physicality on the field and certainly not happy with the scoreboard. Coyotes playing well. One shot, and the one shot was spectacular. Corner opportunity. Aztecs out in front. Morghese Aztecs trying to keep it alive. Sideline, couple defenders worked across the field. Shot is up, and that shot is over the crossbar. And that was a bullet. And the Aztecs showing the kind of dangerous skill they have up and down the lineup. And the Coyotes dodged a bullet. A beautiful shot on that left side. Courtesy of Jose Castaneda. So a fourth shot on goal for Pima. 4 shots to 1. But the one that is counted is the difference in the game. Shane Ellett, the hustle and the muscle. Coyotes gave 14th ranked Mesa all they can handle. Pickett, Corja, Pickett's working that right side. Castaneda trying to secure it. Grimero right in his mug. Castaneda is going to work it to Pickett on the other side of the field. Pickett coming up from the attacking back mid. Caillou Convince. Caillou will shoot it up to Shane Nesbitt, who tries to control it. And Pickett takes it away. Pickett, left side, and Plumber will fall on it. So the Coyotes very, very lucky. They get a break right there. Convince on the long outlet that just was short, and the Aztecs took control. And right now, Hunter Brasino talking to his squad as we take a water break. And 22 minutes and 13 seconds in. We have a shocker right now with Chandler Gilbert. Coyotes with a 1-0 lead. They led 14th ranked Mesa for most of the first half until Caden Dossman got on the board, tied it up, and he scored the second one as well for Mesa. Outstanding player out of Perry High, highly decorated coming out of Puma soccer, played in the club circuit. And now the Coyotes, game 2 of the season, taking on the 5th ranked team in the country. And giving the Aztecs all they can handle. And Dave Cosgrove, the well-respected coach, one of the best in the nation, he talked about how good this conference is. There's no layups. Everyone's going to play hard from top to bottom. Every battle in this conference, it is such a physical struggle. And he talked about when they got to the national tournament last year, his team handled Rock Valley in the first round 5-1. He felt that team shouldn't have even been in the tournament, but needs to say they got in, they earned the right, but he felt that the conference games inside the Arizona Community College Athletic Conference, those battles were so much harder than that first round game. So the Coyotes, halfway through this first half, with so much to be proud of, a team that's won only 2 games the last 2 years. They are sick of losing. They are sick of being the doormat of this region. And Hunter Brasino and Bryce Johnson trying to instill some toughness, scouring the world for national talent to bring it in and change the culture of this program to make opposing teams fear coming to Pecos Road off the 202. Caillou on the throw-in. Pickett on the back end, works it to his center back. Works that right side. Brasino calling for his forwards to come back and attack. Left side, Ruiz across, centering. Morgese, shot on goal that's blocked by a defender. Convince and Pickett, who really works the the turf well for a big man. Very agile and skilled. They drop it back down. Working a perfect pyramid shot on goal. How about Noah getting up? Noah. And once again, Noah Plumber just doing things between the pipes. Another outstanding save, this time denying Sebastian Guzman, who ripped a bullet from about 25, 30 yards out. That shot coming with about 21:30 left in the first half. Shots on goal now 6-1 in favor of the Aztecs. And the win over Scottsdale, they dominated the Artichokes on Sunday, winning 4-1, but outshooting the Artichokes 15-2. And this has kind of the same feeling. But right now, the Coyotes, with that early goal, and Plumber once again outstanding between the pipes, taking bullets and handling them like the man of steel. Throwing opportunity, Pickett, who's had a very active first half. Long and lengthy and athletic. Knocked away. Secured midfield. Dunyanku. A little pooch down. Aztecs. And Plumber will secure that. Good possession, though, for the Aztecs. And Pickett has been a force working from his defensive back area to really impose his will in this one. Coyotes get the call, and they'll work it in from the sidelines. Gennaro Morghese, product of Italy, played club soccer over there, wanted to come to America, wanted to study, and come and make Chandler Gilbert a winner. He's been impressive early in his time in the white and teal. Ruiz on that left side. Aztecs working that right. A couple defenders, Falkenstrom as well as Grimero. Koo shoots it in the middle. And almost a near perfect feed to Sebastian Guzman, just a split second off. But you can tell just how skilled this Aztecs team is. Split second sooner, and that ball is set up perfectly for Guzman. And Plumber just picked it up, rolled it back the other way. Dunyanku from Seoul, South Carolina. Going back the other way. Aztecs on the attack. Cross. Little physical battle on that left side. Aztecs keeping it alive. Ruiz shoots it over. It's worked on that left side. Punched across. Grimero is there. Grimero. And Gennaro Morghese does just enough to knock it out of bounds. But it sets up a corner for the Aztecs. Literally have been knocking on the door throughout. Castaneda. Aztecs shoot it across. And Plumber on another rocket. Just a bullet from Castaneda. So the shots are piling up, and Plumber getting plenty of work in. If he didn't get his EOS fitness workout this morning, he's certainly getting it here. Falkenstrom, and Falkenstrom hits the turf. And Falkenstrom's looking at the ref and wanting some kind of call in his favor. Doesn't get it. Castaneda boots it up. Shot is up, and the shot is over the pipes. Jacob Lund-Iverson with a good look. And that time, the attacking back end of the Coyotes just got beat. Jacob Lund-Iverson with a good look and just shot that over the goalpost. So right now, the Coyotes continue to dodge bullet after bullet after bullet. Hector Brasino and Bryce Johnson talking to the players on the bench, trying to keep them engaged, get them ready to play. Little work on the back end, not much for Jose Carlos Ortiz. He's only really faced the one shot, and Ellett beat him on it. Koo shoots it across. Castaneda surveys the field, brings it back, shoots it across. Caillou with the header, shoots in the middle. Gramero will punch it down. Aztecs trying to keep it alive, battle ensuing. Frank Castro, active first half. Plumber right there, just out of the wickets of Ismael Ruiz. 16 minutes left, and the Coyotes with a 1-0 lead. Substitutions coming out. Jacob Lund-Iverson stepping in. Jay Hogan, a freshman midfielder from St. Mary's, as well as Florian Trabert, a freshman midfielder from Bonn, Germany. So the Aztecs, they circle the globe as well. And you can tell the speed that the young man from Germany has. He put on the Jets in that sheer instance and just really tore it up. Castaneda works it across. Left side. Brought back down. Castaneda shoots it back down. Aztecs resetting their offense. Falkenstrom giving chase. Left side, good block. Indrit Korja getting the leg out and knocking it aside. Throw-in opportunity, throw-in chance for the Aztecs. They have lived in the land of white and teal all night. And right now they are a step closer and just a step quicker. Pickett works it across. Aztecs in that corner. Cross. Knocked up for a split second. Shot on goal, and shot is in. The Aztecs get on the board. A blister from Frank Castro. Castro rips it into the left corner of the net, beating a diving Noah Plumber. And this one is tied at 1. Frank Castro. And they're waving it off. And Dave Cosgrove is asking for an explanation of why that was waved off, and we'll try to get that one broken down at the half as we play on. So the Coyotes dodge a bullet. Plumber comes up out of the box. Castaneda, left side. Worked across. Aztecs working it back. Aztecs pinpoint passing, and Plumber with another beautiful save. Plumber denying Ismael Ruiz. So the shots just piling up. But right now the question mark is the Frank Castro goal, and we'll try to get an explanation on that one at the half. Left side, Castaneda. Couple defenders in front of him. The perfect pinpoint pass. Up front, shot, and Plumber knocks it away with a big left leg. Plumber denying Ruiz. Hockey style. Got the left pad out and knocked it away. Ismael Ruiz denied, and Plumber simply outstanding. 12:30 and counting. Indrik Korja checking out. Ethan Magnonio, winger freshman, also checking out, getting some valuable minutes. Marco Chavez, Falkenstrom on the miss hit. Aztecs keeping it deep in Coyotes territory. Dunyanku, right side. Scott Romero giving chase. Falkenstrom trying to track it down. Speedster from Germany. Working that right side. Castro shoots it across to Pickett. Under 12 minutes left in this first half. Pickett surveying the field. Falkenstrom imposing his will. Coyotes, a couple bodies tumble on the turf. And they'll play on as Falkenstrom lifts himself up. The young man from Denmark. Big aspirations. Coaching staff have nothing but great things to say about him in the preseason.
Stop the clock! He hasn't stopped the clock. I know, but he's supposed to. Hey, you got to get it right. You can't let 20 seconds run off every time.
So Coach Cosgrove right now giving the referees an ear and a mouthful, saying the clock should have been stopped about 20 seconds ago. Coming in, Trey Van Slyke, sophomore striker. And the whistle is blown as Gennaro wings it down the field. Right back to Gennaro. Coach Cosgrove right to my right, telling his team to press the Coyotes. They work it back up the field. Castaneda coming up that left side, showing his speed is Mateo Soto. Corner. Aztecs chasing. Open space. Castaneda shoots it across. Castro boots it and boots it wide. But just great ball movement by the Aztecs. Plenty of touches. And right now, it just looks like the Coyotes defensively, that gas tank is getting low, and the half can't get here soon enough.
There he is.
Pima now 12 shots on goal to 1 for the Coyotes. Noah Plumber. Spectacular between the pipes yet again.
Sorry. I'm left hand only. I messed you up there.
Castaneda.
Good to see you. Press that, Jay. Or Ish.
Gennaro Morgese works that left side. Dunyanku takes it away. Trey Van Slyke showing some physicality, gets the ball back. Trey Van Slyke almost made a good quick cut for the ball, but Jihyun Song picks himself up against the call as Pickett on the left side. Aztecs shot up left side, and Plumber yet again the diving stop, denying Sebastian Guzman. Goodness gracious. Plumber simply nimble, quick, and showing his skill set and then some. Spectacular against Mesa, spectacular here tonight. Talk about finding a superstar in the offseason. The Coyotes coaching staff did that when they locked in Noah Plumber. Nasir Romero, Aztecs immediately back on offense, swing it the other way. Shot is up, and Plumber rolls it in easily off the foot of Ismael Ruiz. Coyotes trying to survive this final 8 minutes and 15-second onslaught by the Aztecs. A team that opened with a 4-1 victory on the road against Scottsdale. Ruiz with a couple goals. They outshot the Artichokes 15-2, and they've got 14 shots on goal in this first half. Pickett, middle of the field, shoots it left side.
Come help him, Sebastian.
Caillou giving chase, shot across, and a near perfect pinpoint pass that Ruiz could not handle, but the Aztecs remain on offense. Up top, Frank Castro shoots it back down to Valenzuela. Pickett, so versatile, the big fella, left side. Aztecs, a lot of space, the pooch across, and Plumber brings it in. Plumber heads up, no hesitation, went after it quick and very decisive. Ellett, and bodies tumble right there. They play on. Ellett showing some physicality, and the call goes against Shane Ellett. 7 and change. The Aztecs coaching staff pleading for the squad to stay aggressive and maximize every second on the clock. Young man with blazing speed coming in, the shot across, and that is wide, and just a great rip by Florian Trebert, a freshman from Bonn, Germany. Excellent speed. Checking in, Dylan Davis, sophomore midfield. And right now the Coyotes trying to utilize their whole bench. Corner kick opportunity, this one flies. Goes long, giving chase. Kept alive by the Aztecs. Cross. Plumber secures it. Ismael Ruiz on that corner kick. And they are just piling up for Pima. Call it roughly 4 corners for Pima. Shots on goal. Number counts outrageous in favor of the visiting gray and orange. But the bottom line, the scoreboard. Coyotes own it with a 1-0 lead on Shane Ellett. Beating Jose Carlos Ortiz. About 27 minutes left in the first half. Aztecs, a lot of space that left side. Shot across. Falkenstrom takes it away. Right now, the Coyotes just need to change the perspective of the field. Valenzuela takes it away. Good move by Mateo Soto. Junko, the other side of the field. Trebert up the field. Dumped down that right side. And Gennaro with a great defensive play. Coyotes desperately need to get in this half. They've exhausted so much energy defensively. Chasing the Aztecs, you just got to wonder when that wall is going to finally break. Battle. Good physicality. Good clean physicality. Worked up, nice shot up the field. Good hustle effort by Eli Condi. Ellett, as the Coyotes finally change the field. Exactly what they need as we close in on 4 minutes left in this first half. Checking in, Dylan Davis, sophomore midfielder. Falkenstrom gets a breather. We'll get a halftime breakdown from Bryce Johnson on the first half. Coyotes working it on the back end. Can they find the boost? Can they find the boost of energy offensively just to really put the Aztecs back on their heels a little bit? Time of possession easily in favor of Coach Cosgrove's Aztecs. But the Coyotes have held their own, and Plummer's been outstanding between the pipes. Melberg with a little push them back, gets away with it. Valenzuela knocks it over. Mateo Soto. Soto dumps it back down to Pickett. Pickett works his way up, middle of the field. Great pinpoint pass. Left side, opportunity, Aztecs. Caillou, Vince coming out. Eli Conde. Castro lets it fly. Castro works in the middle. Coyotes will knock it away. Pickett keeps it alive for the Aztecs. Pickett try to pick his way through, but Castro is there. Under 3 minutes left, and the Coyotes trying to survive this onslaught. Trebert. Ysier Guerrero works it up, but Castro takes it away right before midfield. Shot is blistered to the right of Noah Plumber. Ruiz, not enough on the shot. And about to check in for the Coyotes, Jose Carrasco, a freshman left wing for a split second. Looked like he was about to go in. 2 and change. An important time for Plumber and the Coyotes. Once again, Pickett in the middle. Pickett's been outstanding in this one. Aztecs working it back to the attacking back row, and now it's Pickett, who's been almost like a point forward for the Aztecs in this one. Valenzuela in the corner. Mateo Soto lets it fly, and that is out of bounds. Another great possession, though, by the Aztecs. $1:20 left. So now Jose Carrasco comes in, freshman left wing. His first bit of action for the Coyotes. Did not play in the opener against Mesa. Now he's going to get his shot to show what he can do. And for this Coyotes team, it's all about effort and energy and hunger. Who's going to bring it? Who's not? Who's going to go all out and leave every bit of juice out of the tank? And that's what the Coyotes need. They need an all-out team effort. Individuals buying in, giving it everything they have, and then some. Working it down. 30 seconds left. Guerrero on the throw-in. And that's a bump from behind, and that's an easy call right there. Trebert over the back of Guerrero. $14 seconds left. Coyotes need to take advantage of this one. They've been outplayed, but they have a chance to double the Aztecs up on the scoreboard here in the final seconds of this first half. Aztecs packing the box. Guerrero fires it up. And that one is long. Trey Van Slyke tried his best to put a body on it, could not. And that is going to do it for the first half. A stunner with the Coyotes leading 1-0. Getting a goal from Shane Ellett with about 27 minutes left in the first half. And from there, it's been the Noah Plumber highlight reel. If Noah Plumber has any intentions of playing at the next level, he's got plenty of highlights to show through the first 2 games, and there should be college coaches looking at this young man. The Coyotes go into the break with a 1-0 lead. And joining me right now is head of recruitment, Bryce Johnson. And Bryce, just like we saw taking on Mesa, the team with the 1-0 lead, this one holding at the half. Your thoughts on Ellett on the perfect pitch down the field and Ellett beating the Pima goaltender for the early lead?
Yeah, you know, again, we always talk about forced mistakes when you can. Try to press higher up the field when we're able to, and at the end of the day, don't take anything for granted, make everything difficult. And, Obviously a little fortunate there for the misstep from the goalkeeper, but, capitalize on the mistake, and got to give Shane credit where it's due for working his tail off up there and getting us out in front.
Dave Cosgrove and the Aztecs thought they tied this one up on a shot by Frank Castro. And your thoughts on why that was waved off by the referees?
Yeah, one of their forwards had lingered in an offside position, and Noah was claiming that he was in his path of vision, and in that instance, then he's taken advantage of the offside position that he's in. Flag went up. I think it was the right call. Obviously, from an Aztec standpoint, probably a little unlucky, but at the end of the day, the rule's there for a reason, and you got to follow it. And again, I'm glad we're up 1-0 at halftime.
So one last thing before I let you go, Bryce. Shot disparity between these two teams, it's like 15-1. How do you turn the tide so the team can be a little bit more successful offensively to keep the Aztecs on their toes and have them expend some energy in that second half?
Yeah, we're working our tails off defensively. I mean, there's no mistake about it. This is the number 5 team in the country for a reason, right? And they like to play a lot more of a possession style. They have a lot more skill than maybe we saw on Saturday from a individual passing standpoint, right? It's a different type of game plan what we're going into for tonight. So ultimately, when we work so hard defensively to win it back, I'd like us to be a little more composed and quicker in finding the first pass and the second pass. And again, we saw it against Mesa. When we're able to break the press, we can create some goal-scoring opportunities, and hopefully we'll be able to do that a little bit more frequently in the second half.
There you go. That is Bryce Johnson, the head of recruitment for Chandler Gilbert, the team with a 1-0 lead over the 5th-ranked team in the country. We'll take a short time out. The second half still on the docket, plus the women's game coming up shortly right here from the campus of Chandler Gilbert off Pecos Road and the 202. Second half, Coyotes coming out of the huddle. They are pumped. They are 45 minutes away from pulling off one of the early season stunners. Of course, the Aztecs will have a lot to say about that. As both teams are back on the field, we're getting ready to kick this second half off. Shot disparity, 15-1 in favor of the visiting Aztecs, but none of that matters. It's all about the scoreboard. Shane Ellett on the pooch down the field. Did the job and beat the goaltender, Jose Carlos Ortiz, and that's the difference in this one. Castro boots it down. Left side, Junku. Koo, good work. Little physicality. And they call that against the Coyotes attacking backfield. So a kick from that left side. Early opportunity for the Aztecs to make some noise in this second frame. Junku, a returner, sophomore defender from Seoul, South Korea. Surveying the field. Box is packed. Koo shoots it up, shoots it across. And Plumber yet again. And he's coming up gingerly. But Noah Plumber once again doing the job between the pipes. Just a thoroughbred. Koo ripped a laser. And Plumber secured it. So the first corner opportunity in favor of Pima. Coyotes making some noise. Shooting it across, and that one's going to stay in bounds. Sir Gamero tried to hold on. Ball worked down the field. Aztecs shooting across, right side. Speed across. And another opportunity on that left side, but you can see the pinpoint passing from the Aztecs. Set up well. Florian Trebert, young man from Germany, worked it across to Jacob Lund Iverson. Iverson couldn't connect, but almost a near goal opportunity for the Aztecs that was shot wide. Second half just underway. Worked up the field, Caillou giving chase. Valenzuela in that corner. And just got to wonder if the Coyotes will have enough in the tank. They expended so much energy in that first half defensively. And Noah Plummer, who has earned a Purple Heart and then some with this play in this one. Plummer coming into this game already one of the top goaltenders and saves in the conference. Good footwork by the Aztecs, working it in the middle. And Eli Conde taking it away. Make that Marco Chavez, and Nasir Gamero works it up. Shane Ellett giving chase. Aztecs working it in their attacking back row. Jose Carlos Ortiz works it to his defensive backfield. They methodically work it up. Gennaro tries to split the defenders. Nasir back to Mikhail Falkenstrom. Falkenstrom up the field. Melsberg, good opportunity. Nesbitt right in! Nesbitt knocks it home, and the Coyotes are up 2-0. Chandler Gilbert. 4 minutes into this second frame. Falkenstrom and Nesbitt, the returner. And the Coyotes now up 2-0. A stunner going on here on the campus of Chandler Gilbert. The home white and teal, loud and proud, strong and determined with a 2-0 lead. And that is what the Coyotes expect from Shane Nesbitt. Nesbitt, a athletic juggernaut, the kind of player who can pose his will, and that time he did. And Shane Nesbitt, Falkenstrom. Aztecs. Right side, putting pressure on. Work on that corner right. And how about Noah Plumber coming up with the save? Got to give credit where credit is due. Anders Melberg on the assist to Shane Nesbitt. Call it 40 minutes and 45 seconds. Just a handful of minutes off the clock in that top of the second half. And the Coyotes with a 2-0 lead. And physicality right there. And the center judge, Noah Kenyuwani. And there's a Coyotes player on the turf. And that is number 21, Luca Stefanato, freshman left back. So right now the referees are getting the clock in order. Stefanato is on his feet, and the Coyotes with a 2-0 lead. And you gotta love the energy, and it all stems from assistant coach Hector Brasino, who played at Chandler Gilbert. He bleeds teal and white. He wants to turn this thing around. And you can hear him. And now it's the Aztecs free kick opportunity. It's gonna be Valenzuela, who's been so strong for the Aztecs in this first half. Brasino coordinating his defense. Valenzuela lets it rip across. And the attack position did not work out for the Aztecs as the young man from Germany hits the turf. Florian Trabert will pick himself up. Trabert, who has that boast of high-octane speed, product of Bonn, Germany. Coyotes, 2 shots, 2 goals. That is what you call high percentage. Can't draw it up any better than that. Trabert shot, and that one rolls to the right of Plumber. David Cosgrove, the head coach of the Aztecs, and that one's knocked away by Gennaro, and the Coyotes avoided a near disaster right there. But with each second, they are growing more and more confident. A team that came into the season with 2 victories over the last 2 years. A team that has frankly been the doormat in this region. They know the stigma, they know the history, and they're doing everything possible to change it. The Coyotes coaching staff bringing in a slew of European talent. And here they are leading the 5th-ranked team in the country, 2-0. Castro, left side. Castro, goal taken away in the first half. Offsides call against the Aztecs. Courtesy of Bryce Johnson. That one pooched across, and a good effort. Good header. That was an outstanding play by Luca Stefanato. Coyotes. Throw in right side. Stefanato battling in that corner. Aztecs working to Trabert. Trabert shoots it across. Header, and that one bangs it in. And the Aztecs are finally on the board. Trabert right across. And the Aztecs, perfect execution. Aztecs, Trabert on the perfect execution of Jacob Lund-Iverson, who knocks it home. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And the way the Aztecs have been owning this one, you had to feel it was just a matter of time before they finally tickled the twine. Now it's Elbert back the other way. And coming way out of the box, Jose Carlos Ortiz, and that's how he got beat on the first goal. And Shane Elliott almost beat him in that possession. Under 37 minutes left in this one. An exciting affair. Chandler Gilbert leading the 5th-ranked team in the country, 2-1. Throwing a good one. And that one is taken in by Carlos Ortiz from Barca Academy in Nogales, Arizona. And right now it's so imperative for the Coyotes to attack and put some more pressure. And the referees call the offsides call as Hector Brasino was calling it from the sidelines for the Coyotes. 36 minutes left. Big question, did the Coyotes have enough in the tank? These young men that have worked so hard to get to this point. A team that's just longing for a signature win. Noah Plumber on the back end. Plumber will shoot it up that right side. And that's worked for a split second, but Pickett controls it for the Aztecs, and they work it back down to their attacking back end. Jahon Sung. And out of bounds. 35 and change remaining. Nasir Gamero on the throw-in. Aztecs, a little hustle on that sidelines. Imperative. Nasir. Aztecs working it across. Great crossing pass. And that is banged in. And another goal for the Aztecs. Great pinpoint passing. And they do it yet again. Aztecs tie this one at 2. Jacob Lund-Iverson yet again. And it's a brand new ball game. And the Aztecs and their I want to say it was Jacob Lund-Iverson, number 15. Right side, Aztecs. And Plumber will secure it. Hector Brasino telling his team they've got to work harder. Shane Elliott. And the Coyotes will get the call right there. And we've got yellow cards out. So we have 2 yellow cards given out. Number 10, Nico Valenzuela
30 and 10 on white, right?
and Jehun Song.
Thank you.
10 in white, that is. So Song, a yellow card for Pima, and Shane Nesbitt, a yellow card for Chandler Gilbert. So tempers are flaring. A tighter affair than many might have envisioned. Ellett knocks it down. Header goes back the other way. Worked across. Stefanato. Left side. Pooched. Nesbitt. A good shot by Shane Nesbitt, who is engaged, and when he's engaged, he is capable of so much. Young man can be a difference maker for this Coyotes team. So we are knotted at 2. Under 34 minutes left. Aztecs, a couple goals in the last 8 minutes. And once again, showing their athleticism and conditioning. Pickett almost took it away. Aztecs, middle of the field. And they call the penalty. Looks like Pickett will get the foul call. And right now the Coyotes have a wounded player on the field. Player moving slowly. See if we can get a jersey number for you. Looks like that is Marco Chavez, the sophomore defender right now. And right now, momentum is in favor of the visiting Aztecs. They look fresher. They're going deeper into the bench, and right now the Coyotes are trying to find a way to turn the tide. Both teams are grabbing some agua fria in the middle of this injury break as Chavez works his way off, and that's a vital loss for the Coyotes. Physical force, play so strong, and he's working his way off. Stepping in and get his opportunity is Landon Schuster, a freshman center back from Queen Creek High School, and Queen Creek just right down the road. Noah Plummer shoots this one down. Aztecs just look a step quicker, look faster. Shane Ellett. Ellett trying to turn a corner. Knocked away. Once again, Pickett. But what the Coyotes need right now, they just need 3-4 minutes of just controlling possession. They got to be able to catch a breath and give Noah Plummer a chance to regroup. He's been under fire all evening. 15 shots in the first half and pelted here in the last 7-8 minutes. Nesbitt. Pickett, so good. Tall, athletic body. Works the field so well. Right side, and that one's going to go out of bounds, and that was just a tremendous pass, and Marco Reynoso was giving chase. Coyotes have got to find the extra gear. The sun has set. We are officially underneath the lights. As of now, there's no lightning in the forecast. Knock on wood. Valenzuela. Foul call against the Coyotes. Frank Castro works it over to Pickett. Pickett, Trabert with the quick hands and the quick legs, and the Aztecs will get the call right there. And right now, Aztecs are getting the foul calls because when you start getting tired, you get those ticky-tack fouls, those reach-ins, those incidental contact fouls, and that's what's happening to Chandler Gilbert right now.
He's telling you how to do your job. Come on now. He never stopped the clock. He's not asking you to stop the clock. Do your job. He's telling you to do it. Come on now. Hey, he never stopped the clock. He's telling you to do your job the whole time. He never stopped the clock. He didn't ever say to stop the clock. He never said to stop the clock.
So right now there is a clock discrepancy. And they're going to add 19 seconds to the clock.
You're changing the time though. Come on, sir. He has to put his arms up and stop the clock. That's the rule.
So Hector Brasino frustrated with the lack of communication by the referees regarding the clock. 30:45 left. Shot crossing. That one is long. A good rip, but Aztecs once again tracking it down. Jay Hogan on the free kick. Working it back. Castro. Ellett giving chase. Castro working it up. Castro with the pooch down the field. Aztecs, good move. Passing, Trabert. Trabert in the middle, and Trabert shoots wide. Make that Dunyang coup. But another good possession by the Aztecs. So the shots starting to pile up in the second half for Pima. Couple goals and call it a 6-1 shot disparity in this second frame. Checking in for Pima. Ismael Ruiz. High flying score. Young man, tremendous season last year. One of the leading goal scorers on the squad. Getting some valuable minutes to rest and watching his teammates tie this one up. Stefanato, Trabert. Trabert shoots it across, and that one gonna trickle out of bounds as Caillou Kavince. But it sets up another corner opportunity. Trabert, the product of Germany, will give it a rip. Trabert, who's make that, that's going to be Dunyang Coup on the other side of the field. Corner opportunity for the Aztecs. Looking to take the lead. Worked in the middle. Blocked. Coup. And Coup gets taken out. And Schuster will get a yellow card. Schuster is now Landon Schuster picking up the yellow card. So a very, very physical affair. And Koo is picking himself up from the turf. Clock is at 28 minutes and 12 seconds. This one has been awesome and then some. Landon Schuster. So it's going to be Dun Young Koo. Another corner opportunity. Whistle is blown. Here it is. Koo shoots it across. Knocked away by Pickett. Koo. Taken away by Stefanato. Good hustle by Stefanato. Corner opportunities now in this second frame. Aztecs with 3, 4 in the first half. Trabert left side. No, make that Koo. And they just dump it down to Noah Plumber. And Plumber just tries to clear the field, but Mateo Soto with different ideas. Turning the corner and the good block by Nasir Gramero. Looking like he had the angle for just a split second. Jay Hogan, the midfielder, turning the corner by Nasir Gramero. Right there as Jake Sampson checks in. Stefanato checks out. And this one a physical battle. Stefanato checking out. Looks like he just came out of a Rocky movie. Corner. Mateo Soto is trying to get up and put the go-ahead goal in. 26 and change. Caillou Cavince. Coyotes working that right side. Pooch. Work back down. Dun Young Koo, middle of the field. Ruiz. Ruiz, a lot of space. Frank Castro, right side. Aztecs. Good block by Gramero. Coming around that end, Marco Reynoso was trying to turn the corner, but Nasir Gramero read it well. Another corner opportunity for now with 4 corner opportunities in the second frame. Booted across. And that one is in off the corner kick. It's going to be Pickett who knocks it in. Pickett, so good in this one. DeAndre Pickett from Tucson Magnet on the beautiful corner feed. And it's the Aztecs on top, 3-2. DeAndre Pickett read it well and banged it home. And now it's the Coyotes that have to try to come from behind. DeAndre Pickett, sophomore, has played an outstanding pitch. One goal last year with 4 assists. Now the Coyotes have to play chase. Coyotes have to change the view of this one. Throw in. Ellett. Point blank. Coyotes trying to make something happen. That shot is ripped and wide, but a good stroke by Devanch Bansali. Pickett's first goal of the year. Makes it 3-2. Bansali with a rip. That was a beaut.
Vendor signature. Congratulations, you're now a vendor.
6-2. Shot advantage by the Aztecs in this second frame. Noah Plumber shoots it across. Bansali giving chase. And another good possession opportunity for the Coyotes. And this young man, Devanch Bansali, freshman right back, has provided a burst of energy. And right now the Coyotes need that. They've exhausted so much energy defensively, and the Aztecs have just broken through with 3 goals in the second half. Coyotes need to put some shots on goal and make Jose Carlos Ortiz sweat in the second frame. Only a 1-goal game. Coyotes giving the 5th-ranked team in the country all it can handle. Coyotes led 2-0. Getting goals from Ellett at the 27-minute mark. Nesbitt in the second frame, and then the Aztecs have put up 3 unanswered in the last 15 to 20 minutes. And there's a player that's down for the Coyotes in the backfield. Punched up the field. Coyotes got to be a step quicker. Taken away, Marco Chavez on the good defensive play. So on the turf right now. Looks like that's Korja yet again. Endrit Korja, who spent a lot of time in these first 2 matches on the turf picking himself up. Water break comes at a much needed time for the Coyotes, taking a breather and trailing by 1. We'll take a breather right here on the Coyote Sports Network. 22 minutes left. This one, a physical war between Chandler Gilbert and the 5th-ranked team in the country. Coyotes got on the board first. Shane Ellett unassisted. Then it was Melsberg to Shane Nesbitt. That made it 2-0. And then it's been 3 unanswered. And Noah Plummer will fire that one away once again under duress. Coyotes. Ellett chasing it down, and Jose Carlos Ortiz coming up and firing it away. So just a tremendous onslaught. Couple goals by Iverson. Have to confirm that, and then Pickett with the go-ahead goal at 3-2. Coyotes, just like they did against Mesa, giving everything and then some against a ranked team in the country. But really have to pick it up offensively. This is where it's the downfall defensively, is because they've been on their attacking back so much. They've had to exude so much energy defensively, not enough in the tank to consistently sustain offensive and great executions on the other side of the field. 20 minutes and 30 seconds left. Now, keep it right here afterwards. We're going to have the women's game. Scott Smith and the ladies taking on the Lady Aztecs. About to check in, Landon Weisharp from DeKalb, Illinois. And I said that correctly. Young man from Illinois decided to come to Arizona because he wanted to warm up. Bunsali works it to Nesbitt. Nesbitt in a battle in that corner.
Go work, Chubbs.
And the whistle's called.
Bad turnovers, fellas. Come on.
19 and change. David Cosgrove on the sidelines talking to his young men. Coach Cosgrove, before this one, he talked about the conference, how tough it is from top to bottom. And, you know, you've got your powerhouse Phoenix College. You've got Mesa. You've got a very good Glendale team. And this Chandler Gilbert team has come out of the gates, given number 14 Mesa all he could handle, and now doing the same to the Aztecs. Nesbitt. Mateo works it across. Here comes Ismael Ruiz. Ruiz, so dangerous in the open field. Tries to turn the corner. Ruiz being checked by Stefanato. Coyotes shoot it up, but Youngku and Mateo Soto tracking it down. Now worked on that back end. Jose Carlos Ortiz works it to Pickett. Pickett fires it, a little pooch shot. Youngku so good at tracking those down. Youngku, sophomore. Worked up. Mikel Falkenstrom, and you really like to see Falkenstrom insert his will a little bit in this one. Gennaro Morgese taken away by Trabert. Right side pass, and just out of the reach of Jacob Lund Iverson, who was cutting across with a purpose. Weischer checking in, number 7. Checking out is Trabert, who's had some really good minutes for the Aztecs. A speed player who really changes the dimension of their attack. Banshali works it over to Plumber. Little pooch up the middle. Isaiah Ramirez. Jose Carrasco getting a little bump from behind. Got to expect that. Banshali works it in the middle. And right now, the Coyotes, their younger players, have got to play poised. Be determined, but be poised with the ball. And this one, knocked down. Right side. Angle in the Aztecs' favor. Shot is up, and Plumber yet again. The deny. Point blank bullet. And Noah Plumber up for the challenge. Blocked in front of the net. Jay Hogan with a rocket, and Plumber with the good hands. – 16 minutes left. Weischer, middle of the field. And they call the foul on Jake Sampson.
I've never heard that before. I like that.
15 minutes left. Comes down to sheer will. $15 minutes. Coyotes gasping. Some of their players don't have enough juice left, but this is where you got to find the will. Got to dig down, and Nesbitt coming out. Ellett coming back in. 15 and change. Throw in. Aztecs working into Pickett. Pickett's been so good. Can easily be an MVP candidate in this game. Ruiz works his way through a couple defenders. Still has the ball. Young Q. Now Ellett. Got to go the other way. Aztecs, and they get the call. Hard-working effort by Dylan Davis, sophomore midfielder. Gennaro Morgis being worked from behind. Physical play from Maciel Montilla. That's the big thing for Pima, is to find out if they have the depth. Coach Cosgrove, of course, offensively, their best offensive player is not even playing tonight because of an injury. Montalegre, and of course Brandon Sanchez is out as well. So Pima down 2 starters, yet once again they've got skill up and down. And Coach Cosgrove talked about he so confident in his starting 11. Question marks on the back end of the roster, whether they'd have enough. It's going to be a game-by-game situation for him to figure that out. But when you talk about the starting 11, you can put Pima's crew up against anyone. And their players that have come off the bench, like Florian Trabert, have been outstanding. Trabert, the product of Germany, change of pace, and has really made the Aztecs burn a lot of fuel. Frank Castro That's worked by Isaiah Ramirez. Punched out. 12 and change left. Coyotes offensively need to get some things going. Aztecs will almost give and go right there. Knocked out of bounds. Under 12 minutes left. A physical affair. Numerous yellow cards given out in this one. Fifth-ranked team down for most of the game until a second half offensive explosion. 3 goals in a span of 20 minutes. Take the lead. Worked across. Shot is up, and the shot is over the crossbar. Ismael Ruiz looking for his 3rd goal of the year. Scored 2 in the opener against Scottsdale on the beautiful feed. And we talk about the skill set of the Aztecs, and they will push and they will challenge you. Back in favor of the Aztecs. Ruiz. And Ruiz punches it in. Ismael Ruiz unassisted. Dazzling moves, open field, and beats Noah Plumber. Ruiz, his 3rd goal of the year. And the Aztecs have doubled up the Coyotes 4-2. And that right there was just a tired Chandler Gilbert team, not enough in the tank, and Ruiz literally put in 5th gear and outraced Chandler Gilbert and beat Noah Plumber. Ten minutes and 52 seconds left. 4 second half goals by the Aztecs. Stepping off, Jose Carrasco. Bronsali takes it away. Good hustle play right there. Little pooch down. Jake Sampson hits the turf. Caillou Cavince. And Nesbitt. Need Nesbitt to step up. Comes up Gimpy after that exchange. Schuster works it up. A tumble on the turf. Jake Sampson gets called over by the center referee. Noah Kinyuani. And that's Frank Castro picking himself up. Numerous yellow cards in this one. Numerous. A physical affair. If anything, Chandler Gilbert has earned some respect here tonight, showing their physicality and toughness. Last year, this game was over at the half. Coyotes were down 6-0, and it was a laugher for the Aztecs. This one, the Aztecs, they've earned every bit of real estate, and they've earned everything. Grimero and Melsberg about to check back in. But a 4-2 lead. And the Aztecs still racing with the back end with their substitutions. Marcel Montilla racing in. providing a spark. And now they're about to bring in a young man, Marco Reynoso, who's provided some good minutes. So if Coach Cosgrove was looking for answers on the back end of his bench, he's got some answers and then some. Reynoso getting some instructions from his head coach on the sidelines. .8:25 left. Coyotes have played hard. Now they need 2 goals quickly to try to work a tie in this one. Hunter Brasino, the assistant, make that Hector Brasino, is calling for all the Chandler Gilbert players to attack the ball. Rightfully so. Can't afford to let any seconds tip off the clock here. They've got to be relentless. They've got to be ferocious. They need to attack. And they got to find fuel that they don't know if they have right now. And that was a simple little pooch and looked like it was going to be a good position for Jacob Lund Iverson, who's been everywhere. Pickett gets the call. Melsberg having a conversation with the center ref. You wanted physicality, you got it in this one. No lack. This one not for the faint of heart. Worked across. Soto. Soto shoots it to Ruiz. Ruiz surveying the field. They work it to the other side. Pickett. Pickett with a little pooch. And the Aztecs are not the kind of team that will just try to ice the clock. They'll shoot for more. Good hustle play by Schuster. Shot is up and grasped by Noah. Noah Plumber, another save. Montia gave it a good rip and right into the hands of Plumber, who's been outstanding. Bonsali. Schuster. Coyotes have got to work the ball up to the other side of the field. They can only cross on the defensive backfield so many times. Call it a fair play. Bonsali shoots it up. Ellett. Melsberg, good move. Bonsali works into a couple defenders. Bonsali on the throw-in. Falkenstrom. Nesbitt has it taken away. Lund Iverson. Make that Ruiz. So graceful in the open field. I mean, it's so easy to be impressed by Ismael Ruiz. He's got great skill, great movement as he gets taken down, but can read the field so well. 4:50 left. A tight physical affair. Coyotes looking for the comeback, and they are running out of time. This game last year was over after the first half, where the Aztecs scored 6 first-half goals. And the clock will stop.
He literally just goes.
with 4 minutes and 17 seconds left. Saturday, the Coyotes are back on the road. They head to South Mountain for a 9 a.m. pitch. Wake up, have bacon and eggs, and go right at it. Can't afford to be a sleepyhead on that day. And then they return home for a Tuesday night pitch against Paradise Valley. PV Puma's coming to town as we take a injury break. And we've seen a lot of players on the turf for both sides. Walking that off is Ismail Ruiz. And that's a player the Aztecs can't afford to lose. They're already down a couple of their aces in this one. Jose Luis Martin Montalegre, as well as Brandon Sanchez, out with injuries. The Aztecs don't cry the blues. Next man up, and they deliver. This is an Aztecs program that won the national title in 2018, 2021. Made it the playoffs last year after an 11-win season. Shot is up, and outstanding effort by Noah Plumber. So Noah Plummer has done everything and then some to try to keep the Aztecs at bay. Just too much firepower. Strategically just too good. And the Coyotes are going to fight this one to the final second. And no, they gave a great effort. Eli Condi working so hard. Putting pressure on the goalkeeper. And the Aztecs pushing up the field. Valenzuela, empty net and knocks it in. And that is the hard one to take in. Open field and glided right in. Make that Jose Castaneda. Jose Castaneda, just another one of these good-looking young players for the Aztecs. A freshman midfielder. Now 5-2. Aztecs. They once trailed 2-0 in the second half. 5 unanswered. Pickett, the go-ahead goal. Ruiz made it 4-2, and then Castaneda. To put a 5 spot on the board. Coach Cosgrove, once again, a team made it to the postseason last year. And by the looks of this year's team, they've got the ability to go even farther this year. Once again, they are playing without Brandon Sanchez and arguably the best offensive player in the conference in Jose Luis Martin Montalegre. Coyotes have a lot to be proud of. Back-to-back efforts against ranked teams. Making Mesa sweat and making the Aztecs earn everything as well. Punched across, Bonzali. Winding down to a minute left. And unlike Saturday night, no lightning delays. No rain as of now. As Coach Scott Smith and his brother are looking at me like, why did you even bother to bring that up? Why would you try to put that out there and bring the signs of the apocalypse here to the East Valley and delay a game for an hour and a half and make us stay here till midnight? On a Tuesday, of course, yeah. Winding down, under a minute left. So the Coyotes will go back and look at the tape, and they have a lot to be proud of. But still, there's a level that they know they have to reach. More depth. So they can continue to build, and that offense has got to get better, as that was point blank in front of the net. Noah Plumber knocks it away. Final seconds. And this one will end with the Aztecs leaving town with a hard-fought 5-2 victory. And for Chandler Gilbert, a lot to be proud of. Shane Ellett got the team on the board. Made it 1-0. Nesbitt on the feed from Ellsberg. 2-0, and then from there was all Aztecs. 5 straight goals. Lon Iverson, back-to-back goals.
That's fine.
Pickett made it 3-2. Ismael Ruiz made it 4-2, his 3rd goal of the year, and then it was Jose Castaneda, the freshman. Coyotes dropped to 0-2, and once again looking for a signature victory, but no question they got some great efforts. Noah Plummer once again great between the pipes, and just right now the team offensively has got to be better. And Noah Plummer showing what kind of leader he is, drawing his teammates together and bringing them close. And the referees are glad to get off this one. A lot of yellow cards. A lot of physicality. And for the Aztecs, their 2nd victory of this young season. A team that, all said and done, will be a force come playoff time. Coyotes fall to 0-2 Saturday. Squad heads to South Mountain for a 9 a.m. pitch and returns home next Tuesday at 6 p.m. against Paradise Valley. And we'll see if Noah Plummer can join us on the telecast. Noah Plummer is going to join us right now. Once again, a tremendous effort between the pipes. And Noah, for you and your teammates, an outstanding effort. You gave the number 5 team in the country all it could handle. Just couldn't finish it off, but just a valiant effort. Your thoughts on your performance and the team giving the Aztecs all they could handle?
Proud on certain aspects, but very disappointed on how we crumbled. We had a 2-0 lead, and the way we just fell apart in the second half, it's kind of disappointing. A lot of work that we can do, and there's a lot of promise in the squad, and I know in the second time around at their place, I'm sure we can pick something up. But today, we got to look at reflect on our game, look at some points, and do better next time. Till then, we got the next game, I think, next Saturday.
I know for you it's hard to relish or appreciate your play. You were outstanding in both these first two pitches, but it just seems like with the team coming up short in the scoreboard, it's hard for you to savor your performance. But can you take any satisfaction in the way you played and giving your team a chance in these first two games?
I'm very proud of the way I played. There's always points I can do better on, and that's the only thing I'm really focused on. I look at a couple good things, and then it's memory of a goldfish. I forget about it about 30 seconds later, and we keep moving.
You know, for you, you're a leader on this squad, and after this hard-fought loss, how do you go about trying to pick up the team and get ready for Saturday's pitch against South Mountain at 9 a.m.?
Just watch the game over, see what can improve, and then we put our heads down for the rest of the week working for South Mountain.
There you go. That is Noah on the microphone. An outstanding effort. Great job, young man. The Coyotes fall short to the 5th-ranked Aztecs by the count of 5-2. And, of course, Noah led the charge. Just a great individual performance between the pipes. Coyotes in this game probably on the shot discrepancy, could say, with 25-2, roughly. Needs to say they have South Mountain Saturday at 9 a.m. before coming back home Tuesday night, take on PV. We'll take a short timeout. The women's game coming up in about 12 minutes. More to come from the campus of Chandler Gilbert off the 202 here in the East Valley on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network.